Hi, my name is Isabelle van the Boomen and I'm going to introduce you to one of the most miraculous things in Arizona. I will show you some beautiful wildlife that lives over here. And I thought, let's amaze you right away. Look at this giant owl on my arm. Hi! Isn't it amazing? And there's even more.
Flagstaff Arboretum is home to a lot of birds. Don't even try to count them. Believe me, I tried. We asked Susan Rubel which birds are the highlight of the Arboretum.
Actually, I have to say all of them. We have native birds that, of course, are really nice to talk about because they're the birds that you're going to be able to see when you're in Arizona. But the non-native birds are really important too because some of those are actually endangered, and we can talk about that. And so all the birds are actually important and the different species that we have.
She also told us how hunting influences wildlife.
Hunting, not legal hunters, actually hunting is really important, and especially here in Flagstaff we have a problem with the elk, and actually some of the elk herds are way too big and they're becoming diseased themselves and just take a big toll on our aspen.
Besides birds, Arizona offers a lot of other wildlife. When visiting Flagstaff Deer Farm, you run into lots of native animals, from goats to turkeys to llamas. Be careful for them though, when they are annoyed they spit. Peacocks can also be very territorial. They are often called urban guard dogs because their cry scares people away. More wildlife that's typical to Arizona is deer. They are hunted on a lot because they are very common in this area. An association that is involved in hunting and wildlife is Game and Fish.
The Arizona Game and Fish Department is a state agency here in Arizona, and we're really primarily responsible for the management of the wildlife and the fish and other species that are found in the state, and we manage those animals and actually the habitat that they live in, because if we don't have good habitat, we don't have wildlife species.
Shelley also told us which animals are most popular for hunting.
Well, we have a lot of big game animals in Arizona, and those are what we call huntable species. And those are examples like deer and elk and antelope. Now, an example of something that you can't go hunt would be something like a Gila monster, a condor, a California condor, which is a very large bird that was reintroduced back into Arizona. And another example is even like black-footed ferrets. They were also reintroduced here.
An animal which you can hunt is a squirrel. When visiting the Grand Canyon, you will be amazed by the amount of squirrels and the way they eat out of the palm of your hand. Squirrels are able to store extra food, so they eat all that's available. That's probably why they like us tourists so much. The California condor, which Shelley already mentioned, is not that easy to feed. The condors are recently reintroduced in Arizona and are the world's rarest bird of prey at this moment. So, I hope you all enjoyed watching the miraculous wildlife Arizona has to offer. Personally, I love animals. I hope they will be respected and protected for a long time to come. But, if you don't mind, I'm going to enjoy my steak now. So, this was Isabelle van the Boomen for the NEU. Now back to the studio.